Crafty Cat. Today we're going to have a look at my new website, www.craftycatusa.com. I am super excited, you guys. I cannot believe that I finally have my own shop and website. So you'll see right at the top of the screen, it says craftycatusa.com, all in lowercase letters. You, for some computers, you may have to add the www. But some you can just put in your search bar or whatever, craftycatusa.com. Okay, so at the top of the screen, you'll see my little logo that my daughter drew. She did such a great job. I'm so proud of her. And then you'll see it says search right below that. So right in that box, you can type out digital downloads or physical items or book cradle, that kind of thing, and those items will come up. Or if you just want to look in the whole shop, you can push the shop button, which is right below that search bar. There's also another search, the word search, and you can click on that if you prefer. Also below that, it says Amazon Associate Supplies, and so that's where you can find anything in my Amazon Associates store, I guess you could call it, where I have like Tim Holtz inks and the glues that I use, and like collage books and punches and just all manner of things that are my favorites. Okay, and then below that you will see all the ways you can pay at craftycatusa.com. I do not handle any of your credit card information. That is all done through Shopify. Shopify is kind of a host, or whatever you would want to call it, for websites and stores, and so they do all the handling of the credit card numbers. Sorry, sometimes I don't know how to say this stuff, but anyway, yeah, so they will be handling all those numbers just like Etsy did. I won't personally get those numbers, and I don't have any access to them, so it's just through Shopify. And you're welcome to look up Shopify if you'd like, just to make sure, and I totally understand that. So they will handle all the credit card stuff. And you will see right below all the credit card, there's a little tiny like chat bubble. You can click on that anytime you need to get a hold of me, and you'll usually get some type of response if it's after hours or something like that, I may be sleeping. So, but just leave your message and I'll get back to you. That kind of thing will come up if I don't respond quickly, or if like I'm doing a video and can't respond, you may get something like that, but I will get back to you on whatever your question is, or if you wanted to order a journal or whatever the thing is that you wanted to talk about. Okay, so let's click on the shop button. So it's gonna come, why did it come up with that? Button. Sorry about that. I got kicked out for some reason. All right, so I'm going to click on that shop button, and then you will see on the screen it says digital downloads or physical items, and physical items means anything that I will ship to you through the mail. So book cradles, stencils, die cuts. If I end up doing stamps will be there, and then of course digital downloads is just that, digital downloads. So if we click on, let's click on physical items just so you can see. It tells you you can look at everything that I have for physical items. So it'll be like book cradles and stencils come up together, because that's basically, what I have right now. And then if you just want to see cradle, then it'll just bring up the cradles. Or you can click on stencil and it will just bring up the stencils. And there's more, and I'm not sure why they're not showing up, but I'll get that fixed. They may have gotten marked as something else. All right, so there's going to be some glitches for a while, because this is all new to me, obviously. So you can also click on those three lines over there. Sorry, see the three lines up at the top left corner? You can click on those, and then you can also pick digitals, physical items, all products. So if I click on digitals, it comes to the digital download page. And it says, when purchasing, make sure you provide the correct email address. This is most important, because if you don't give the correct email address where you want the digitals to be sent, then you're not probably going to be able to find them later. Like if you think you thought you sent them somewhere else or whatever. So just make sure, please, to put that information in. And then there's no watermarks on the files that you purchase. So when you purchase a digital download, you won't have the watermarks, which you can see on these pages here where it says Crafty Cat, Crafty Cat, Crafty Cat. They aren't on the ones that you purchase. They're just on these ones on my website, so that hopefully we don't have theft of my digital downloads. Unfortunately, I'm not able to print out and send digital downloads through the mail. If you have the ability, please check with your local print shop or office supply store to see if they might be able to print digital files for you and what you would need in order to facilitate this. I have just a home printer is all I have, and I can't print out my digitals and other people's digitals, simply for time, and also for the fact that, sometimes printers don't work right, and it's just a huge hassle, and I just can't do it. I will always try to assist with downloads in any way that I can, but just know that I am not very tech savvy myself. Like I can barely run the stuff that I have to use on a daily basis. And so you just need to know how your computer works for digital downloads. My best advice is to ask a child in your life for help, and I'm not joking, because they know how to work this stuff. My son, since the time he was, I don't even know, 6 probably or something, could work a computer better than I could. So seriously and truly, if you ask a child or a young person in your family or whatever, they will probably definitely be able to hook you up real quick. So it says also, before you purchase your favorite digital, please check your digital files at home. No refunds can be given for purchasing a digital twice, since there is no way to return said digital to me. And thank you, of course. But yeah, so sorry about that, but I don't have any way of getting that file back. So it's sort of like just out there and could be used for whatever. So it's just please check your files to make sure you have them, because I'm not able to refund once it's downloaded. Okay, so then we have, you can look at all digital download, but this is just the digital downloads. So I have most of them loaded. They're not all here yet. We will be making some changes as I figure stuff out, because like the calendar one in my file, it just comes up with that the design background first instead of like one of the calendar pages. I would prefer it if you got to see a calendar page first, but if you click on any of the images, like you're just not sure what's happening, just click on it, and then you can scroll through and see there's January, February, March. And so I've pretty much got these where all the pages are shown now as well. On Etsy, you could only put up 10 pages to show people what a digital look like. On this, I can put up all the pages if I have them, which is kind of been a problem, especially for some of my older digitals. So some of them you'll still see only 10 pages shown, and that's just because I don't have the watermarked version of all the pages. So I apologize for that, but I really am trying to get all of them with all the pages shown so that you guys can see them all. That was always kind of a bugaboo with Etsy, was that you could only show 10 pages. And some of the orientation is different. And that's just, like I said, some of the older ones we formatted differently. But, as time goes on and I get more of the new ones coming out, they'll mostly probably be oriented in this sort of direction. So I think we got everything. It's really fairly simple if you just look at the little icons. And like I said, there's always that little 3, it's like a paper file is what that's supposed to be when you see the 3 lines. And so then it will bring you to this page where it's the digitals, physical items, all products. You can shop, search, or go to my Amazon associate supplies. And then there was also, let me see. I'm just getting out of this. I'm not sure where. because I know, see, this is if you come into my Amazon Associates, you'll find all these things that I quite frequently use. Stabilo All, there's Tim Holtz ticket stamps, there's the Tim Holtz pocket, that little Tim Holtz binder, art glitter glue, you know, you get it. There's all kinds of stuff that I frequently use. That gold ink is right there. Distress Oxide, Distress Ink. Okay, so I'm back. I just wanted to show you on my iPad what the website looks like. Sorry, I keep skipping in and out. I'm just struggling with using the phone, you know, recording the screen. So anyways, because I don't do that ever. But so this is what it looks like when it's on my iPad, and probably what it'll look like on your computer screen, because that's, you know, that's pretty much the same everywhere. So it says craftycatusa.com. Up here at the top, you can see it says digitals, so you can click on that to go to digitals. Physical items, which is cradles, stencils, etc., like we talked about. Or if you just want to look through all the products, you just click on that. Okay, and your shopping cart's right there. So if you pick some stuff out and you're not sure where to go, the little shopping cart's there. You can see down here, this is that little chat icon that I was talking about. So you can click on that, and you know, if you have a question or need to talk to me or whatever, you can get me there. Just like on Etsy, you can always contact me here. That's fine. Okay, and then you come down, and on this one, which is different than my phone, this is why I wanted to show you this. You can see it has the big YouTube icon. So if you click on that great big button, you'll go to my YouTube channel. If you click on the Amazon box, you'll go there. You can shop in the store just by clicking on the big shopping cart, or you can search for items there by clicking on that, and you'll get a search bar. And then this is my Instagram. So if you click on any of these pictures, it will take you right to my Instagram. So you know how it always goes wacky when you go to Instagram on a computer. But anyway, so there's my Instagram. So you can easily get there if you want to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to get back in screen here. I'm just gonna go out of this, I think, maybe. I want to go back to my page, but of course I can't do that. Okay, let me get in here. We're just going to get out of that, and we're going to go back into this. There we go. I had to get all the way out. And so if you push any of those, it'll take you right to those on Instagram. But you know, once you're on Instagram, you can easily scroll through anything. These are just my most recent things that I've done. So yeah, this is basically the same thing. Click on digitals. It's going to take you to all the digital information, and then you can scroll through and look at all the different digitals. And like I said, we may be switching some things up for order, or you know, what you see on the front page of the digitals. They're all the digitals that I've always had. There are the new ones, you know, like the Down by the Sea and that. So you can find those as well. I thought I had them ordered with this being the first page, but I don't know what happened, so I might switch it around again. But anyways, you get the idea. You can go through all the digitals there, or you can go back up to the top of the page and go to physical items and go through all those. So I'm sure you guys are understanding your smart cookies, and I'm going to turn on this other light because words. Because it was shining on the screen of the iPad and it just didn't look great. So you got to see my messy desk there, because it's always a mess. I also have these new stencils that will be in my shop, my craftycatusa.com. I'm going to have to learn not to say Etsy shop, so I may stumble on that, but just trust me. These you can only get at the craftycatusa.com. That's the only place you're going to find these ones. They're not on my Etsy, and really there's nothing left over in my Etsy shop except for digitals. So I think there's one Misfit book cradle over there, and then my sister's crocheted blankets, which I will be moving over to my Shopify shop as well. So if you're interested in a peony and a daisy, then those are there. So we're going to play with the peony today because I thought that would be fun. And I just have an art kind of scrap or whatever. It was just a piece of coffee dyed paper that I cleaned off my crazy card on several times. And then I glued it to a book page. So it's a little bit thicker because we're going to make a pocket out of it. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm just playing. I know I still have the Down by the Sea journal that I haven't finished completely, but I just decided I wanted to do this today, so that's what I'm doing. But I will get back to it. It's just about done. I may just finish it off, and then you guys can see it when it's done. I'm trying to think, do I want to use this or something else? I think I'll use this. But you could definitely ink all this as well, and that would work. And I'm just staying kind of against that furthest edge on the stencil, and that tends to give you a good, you know, way not to mess up, hopefully. So yeah, I thought this was fun. I drew this peony and I drew the daisy, and just thought they would be great together. So, and I messed up a little there, but that's not a big deal. That's the nice part about flowers. Quite often they're not perfect either, like everything else in the world that is not perfect. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Sorry, I know that's kind of boring. I just want to make sure that people know how to use it, because I know sometimes you go to a website and you think, oh, there's nothing here. There definitely is stuff there. It just doesn't all pop up on that first page. So just wanted to do a quick run through to make it a little bit easier, hopefully, for use. And I hope you guys like it. I'm slightly terrified, I have to admit, because it's really hard to go from, you know, like Etsy, where people know where to find you and all that type of thing, to, you know, trying to get the information out there. And I'm just scared that I'm not going to get any more sales. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that's very scary. But and that's another reason I wanted to tell you guys, you know, like, I'm not handling the credit cards or any of that. So it's still going through a reputable company and everything. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm not reputable, but I understand people not wanting to just give everybody their credit card number. Like, I get it. So that's what I mean by that. Yeah, so we are having a good hot day, of course, because that seems to be what we do. For you guys, this is Monday. For me, it's Friday. So finishing up the week. Oh, we've been watching this great show. If you haven't heard of it, you just have to watch it, because I thought when my husband pulled it up, I was like, I don't know, that looks kind of dumb. But oh, see, I messed that up right there. It's called Ted Lasso, and I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's about this American football coach who goes to England to coach soccer, and he knows nothing about soccer. And oh my gosh, it is so good. It's just a great, like, feel good, positive kind of a show. And I love it. And you can watch it with your family and not have to, like, oh my gosh, because there's, you know, horrible things happening. I mean, there's a few references. Obviously, you may not want small children watching it, and there's some cussing and stuff like that. But, like, you know, I can watch it with my older kids, and it's not, like, awkward or embarrassing or whatever. So anyway, great show. I highly recommend it. It's just so nice and refreshing to not have negativity, sex scenes. I'm tired of it. I'm just so tired of it. I cannot even tell you. So it's just really nice to just have a positive, feel good kind of a show to watch. I mean, you know, they have their moments, and definitely there is cussing for sure. But, you know, some things I guess you just can't get away from anymore. Like I said, I wouldn't let small kids watch it, but it's a good show. We had fun watching that. The kids didn't watch it with us because, you know, they work a lot on weekends, and that's really mostly when my husband and I get to watch stuff. So, but it was good. And then we also watched Jungle Cruise the other night, and that was very good. As my son says, the name is very unassuming. Because he's like, I don't know if I would have named that Jungle Cruise because it didn't feel like any kind of cruise to me. But yeah, so I mean, excellent, excellent, definitely Disney movie. But yeah, again, I probably wouldn't let small kids watch it because they might get scared. But it's very cute and nonstop action. So if you like that, or if your husband likes that, I know husbands tend to like the action type movie. So it definitely has action. But very, very good. Keep moving it. Probably be smart if I taped it down. That's what I'll say. Be smarter than me and tape it down so that you don't mess up all over the place. Did I get them all? I think I did. Hopefully. Okay, so there it is. And obviously if you use a stencil brush and that, you're going to get thicker type lines. I just kind of wanted to do it like that just to keep it simple for what we're doing. Okay, I need scissors. So I'm going to turn this into a pocket. It's going to go in my art journal because I just thought that's fun. And I'm just going to kind of, you can see I'm leaving space around. And I'm going to go around all those. And, you know, I don't even totally know what I'm going to do. This was just one of those ideas that was like, oh, let's try this and see. That might be fun. Because what I really want to do is make an art doll to go in the pocket. And so that's really kind of what I was getting to when I decided to do this. But yeah, it's a very shiny pocket because I used my iridescent Arteza paints and just some gesso on this paper. So it's got some texture. And I think that's fun. And you could, you know, obviously do lots more. You could just do it on a plain piece of paper and like, kind of gonna just go like that, I think, because I want to keep, do I want to cut it all? Yeah, let's cut it all the way out. You know, if you want to like paint it, or if you just want to use paint to do the stenciling part, that would definitely work too. You don't have to do it this way. This is just sort of like an easy way I think of, because you already have color by doing the background paint. And then, you know, you can add to it, embellish it kind of if you want to do that. But like I said, I mostly just want to make an art doll to go in my flower pocket. So I think I'm going to ink around that and see how it looks. I may end up coloring it some more or something. I don't know. But for now, this is going to be just to maybe bring out the leaf. In fact, maybe I'll just color the leaf just so that it's a different color than the rest of the flower. See, I'm going to change my mind 100 times in this short span of video. So yeah, I hope you guys like the website and come over and give me a visit. It's always exciting to go on these new adventures in life. I have been dying to have my own website for ages, and we've tried all different things, and it always comes down to the digis, which I've said lots of times. It's just super hard to find a way to get those to you guys, you know, 24/7. So it was awesome when, that's just a yellow, it looks like a green, I wish it was green. So when Theron found Shopify, he was super excited because he liked the format of it. and which is important because he does most of my, you know, any kind of IT type stuff. I don't know what color I want. I kind of want that. I know that seems weird because it doesn't seem like a normal color. And this is one of my Arteza Everblend art markers, and these are alcohol markers. So these ones are very nice. I might use the bigger one. Just want to get some of this color on there just so that we can see there's a leaf, you know what I mean? Yeah, much better. So yeah, he was jazzed, and thus made me jazzed because, like I said, we've been trying for ages to make that happen, and it just, I didn't think it was ever going to because we couldn't figure out a way to make the digitals work. But it works with that, so yay. And now I can actually like email them to people, which is what format people seem to want. You know, they'll say, can you just email to me? And with Etsy, I really couldn't do that. So I'm very pleased that I can do that. I don't like the way it's doing that little spot right there. And I know I didn't color it in perfectly, but I don't really want to. I kind of just want it like that. I liked that because it sort of goes with this yellow that's around in there. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to that, believe it or not. Then we're going to pick our page where we want it, and we may put something in the background, but I really like that, the simplicity of that. And I think I'm going to have it oriented kind of like this instead of you know, like you might think of it like this or this. I kind of did it big because I thought they would be really cool, like on the cover of a journal. You know, if you did something on fabric, like with fabric paint, or, you know, I don't know, just something like that, and glue it on the cover, whatever. I just thought I wanted them bigger so that they could be used like on a cover. I need to do a little something in the background there, huh? So let me grab a mask. And this is what I mean by mask. Sorry, that was not very clear. I don't want to get anything other places. So what do I want to use? Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm really excited. I'm just really excited. I don't want to use the same colors because then this will just go away, right? It would be kind of cool to almost just like doodle around the background, or maybe book page would work. Just something that'll go away kind of in the background is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? So that it's not detracting from it, if that makes sense. This kind of stuff. I kind of like that it says lovely night there. I think that's kind of cool. I like that. I know you probably won't end up seeing that in the end, but... Oh, I know what I can use. One of the pages from these old books would be good, because they're pretty fabulous, I have to say. And I don't think it's anything necessarily super duper exciting or whatever as far as information goes, but they kind of almost feel like fabric, these pages. Do I want to I think I do. I just want the words, and I'm not going to worry about this edge because it will probably be under the flower. So we'll do that. We might have to make this a two-parter. This is out of my spilling tea digi. I need to grab my ruler. I probably don't need that masking paper or deli paper. Take this off because I'm just going to use a little piece of it over there. Could use this piece. However, that goes because let's see what's going to show. Okay, let's get those glued down in some manner. A lot of it isn't going to show, so it's not a huge deal. That's lovely. So ignorant. Or was this one first? This one was first, huh? In the order of things. So yeah, I apologize for my all-overness today. I'm just excited and I'm thinking about a million things. And so thank you so much to all of you who have been so supportive and so kind on Instagram and here. And oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot tell you how much it means to me because like I said, I am terrified. Like, it's, I know, and people say, just relax. I don't have that mode, unfortunately. I wish that I did. I would love to have that mode. But, yeah, I just don't. So, even when I sit down to relax, my brain still goes 90 miles an hour. So, actually, crafting is probably the best thing for me. But, yeah, it's just hard to go from, you know, a semi-successful shop to starting basically all over again. I mean, you know, I make not much money, but every bit helps. So, because we got 2 kids going to be in college. And we have saved some money, but obviously, as you probably all know, there's never enough when you're talking about college, it seems. I think I went it that direction. So anyway. It's just terrifying. Because it's, you know, you get comfortable over at Etsy. And Etsy's pretty easy. Like, I think Etsy is a great place to start. Definitely. I would highly recommend it to anybody as far as a starting point. It just staying there is very difficult because they make it difficult. The more money you make, the more they want. And so, and I mean, they get more anyway, obviously, if you make more, but for listings and, you know, what have you. But yeah, it's just, I don't know what I did with my glue book. So we're just going to use these random pages that are floating around. I apologize if there's anything bad on these. We'll just trade off between these 2 pages as they dry. But yeah, I highly recommend Etsy for a starting point for sure, because ease of use is definitely a big thing when you're just starting something like that. Maybe I'll just use that. That'll work. But as you go, it becomes harder and harder. And like they had this new thing, it's called Star Seller. And so it says I'm not a star seller because I haven't, I don't comment back 100% of the time when people send me a comment on Etsy. And I know for a fact that's not true. Because unless I'm not getting all my convos, I always, even if I just put a heart, like if somebody said something nice, you know, and I didn't really have, like it wasn't one of those conversations where you needed to say more or whatever, I will usually put a heart there because it's like, thank you for your kindness or whatever. I always put something, so I don't know how they figure I don't reply back to convos 100% of the time. I don't know. Anyway, some of that stuff just drives me batty. I just feel like they're micromanaging people, and I hate that. Okay, so that will work. What are we at? 25 minutes. I hope I can get a fairy done. Since that's what I really wanted to do anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and put glue here, and I'm gonna just fill in this leaf with glue because I don't obviously think that needs to be open. You're not gonna be able to get anything down in there anyways. And then I'll kind of just do this, I think. I'm trying to think, how does it sit again? Like this. So I still need to come around this one too, I think. I'll just say I think a few more times. How's that? I think. But yeah, I couldn't do what I do without you guys. So oh my gosh, I just thank you so much. Just the greatest ever for both my mental support and just, you know, going to my Etsy shop and just being supportive and awesome. So thank you. What every girl needs, right? Just give us some support. Help us out. And I don't mean money. I mean, you know, just be supportive. Be supportive. Okay, so I think that's good as far as that page goes. And then we're gonna make our little fairy out of one of my funky crazy little art dolls because I thought that would be fun. I colored her face. Just gonna make kind of a tag out of her like we've done. Nothing really that new. I think I'll use that for her body. I'm trying to figure out how tall do I want her. I'm just holding it up to the flower just to kind of get an idea. I'll do this. Because once her head is up off of here, yeah, I'm gonna have to take even more off. That's the only thing, is they can get awfully tall awfully fast. So we'll see if that will work. And this is just a scrap that I've painted and run through the embosser after it dried. And we've done these, you know, tags, funny little art doll tags. And then I'm gonna cut those wings, but first I'm gonna back them because I want them to be nice and sturdy, because they will kind of hang off. This is just glued book page. This is a pretty color. Okay, sorry, I forgot to do this ahead of time. I was thinking, oh, I got wings, they're already all cut out. It's like, yeah, they need to be a lot sturdier than that, Amy, if they're going to be sticking off of her body. So I'll try to be quick here. And of course, you can always feel free to fast forward. I appreciate you being here though, and I love comments for sure, because that helps me know if you guys are liking what I'm doing, not liking what I'm doing, you know, just whatever. And again, I would love to know if there's something that you'd like me to do, like if there's something you're more interested in than what I'm doing, or, you know, just all that. It just helps me, you know, provide a better video for you guys if I know what you like, or, you know, want to see, or all that kind of stuff. It's just very helpful. I mean, of course, be considerate and kind. Kindness is key. Kindness is key. I mean, constructive criticism is fine. I just don't think we need to be mean to one another. You know, that's actually happening. I listen to the stories that my kids tell about their restaurant, and I'm just horrified at the stuff that people have, like, said to them, and I'm just sometimes floored, because I feel like they're all doing their best and working hard. And I mean, it's a great restaurant, awesome food, good staff. And I'm not just saying that because my kids work there. It, like, truly is a very good restaurant. They mostly get like 5-star reviews, but, and you know, you can't always make everybody happy. And I've always told them that, you know, some people, just for whatever reason, you can't make everybody happy, and that's fine. But some of it has just gotten to be downright mean and unnecessary, completely unnecessary. And I just feel like, why are people behaving that way? Why is it okay to just treat others just horribly? I don't understand that on any level. Like, I don't know. I'm just blown away by some of the stories they've had of things that have gone on. I just feel bad for the world, basically, if people think it's okay to basically talk to a bunch of college students and stuff like they do. It's mind-boggling, really. I don't understand it, but there's a lot I don't understand, I guess, in the world, so. And I'm going to go ahead and ink her too. Just because I left that white edge, it just makes it a lot easier to cut them out than trying to get every little nook and cranny. I did go in and cut her hair out here, but it's just... So this is in my funky art dolls, and yeah, she's pretty funky. But I had fun drawing her. She's just... And I really had fun coloring her green. I don't know why, I just loved it. When I was coloring that color of skin, I was just like, ooh, it's so pretty. Pretty color of green. So yeah, that's going to be her. We're going to tilt her head. I think I'll put the wings here instead of on the back of the tag. Then I can back the tag. I may even just cut it out a little more, but let's get it backed first. Let's see. Oh, I could use this. Let's use this. This is a piece, scrap of Allie the Cockney Crafters paper that I linked in my description box a few times with the Down by the Sea journal. So this fairy's already all drawn hair and everything in that funky art doll digital. So if you're wondering, do I want to tear it? I'm going to tear it this way. Yeah, she comes like that already all. And so you can color her in, watercolor them in, put like sewing tissue over their face or tissue paper, you know, to get some color. However, whatever you want to do. It's all good fun. And I love seeing them. A few people have been showing me what they've been making with the art dolls, and I love it. It's so fun to see what everybody's doing. Sorry, I just realized this was not glued down all the way. But yeah, sugar hun. Okay, I usually sew around those, but because I'm not doing that, you know, because it's got the art doll on it, it would just be real tricky to stitch around that. I may put something, maybe a bit of this on this side, just because, like I said, I've got this. And then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I might use a little bit more central. I know that's bad because I'm just making more scraps, but what can I tell you? Because I want it a little lighter and a little more of that kind of mottled paper portion. Did I finish? I didn't even finish inking her hair. Telling you, I'm a wreck. I'm just a wreck. I'll get all the lovely ladies that'll be like, just take a deep breath and relax. And it's like, I would love for that to work, but I'm just a spaz. What can I say? But thank you. You guys are wonderful. I wish that worked for me. Like I said, I just wasn't born with that mode of relax. I kind of like remind myself of a hummingbird sometimes. I get watching the hummingbirds out in the yard, and although I don't think I'm nearly as mean as they are, just that they're constantly moving and looking around and trying to figure out what's going on, and I don't know, I just sometimes feel like that. It's kind of crazy, I know, but it's just who I am. Oops, we're gonna put her neck under there, right? That'll be good too, because then the neck won't be on the back, which is kind of great. This can go there. Yes, I like it. Oh, we need this for this. So I hope that wasn't too confusing for a Monday as far as the shop. But if you have questions, please just please. You can still get a hold of me on Etsy for a while, or you can just do the little convo button there on my website. But yeah, definitely just get a hold of me if you're having problems or not understanding or whatever. I'm happy to help as much as I possibly can. Because I want everybody to be able to use it and enjoy it. There's too many layers here that I'm all just combobulated on. Gotta get front and back of the wings. I need a paper towel. Oh, now she's stuck to the deli paper. That art glitter glue is no joke, man. That stuff sticks down and it's stuck. This is art glitter glue. My bottle's a mess because I've used it over and over again. I just keep refilling it because I like the size of it. I don't even know if I'll cut it into like a tag shape or if I'll just leave it. I think this one's had it. Leave it like that, but I do think it needs something extra. Should I glue? Or you know what? I wanted to put her head sideways and I totally spaced it, and now it's too late. I'm such a dork. Yee. Well, maybe we'll use a little of this somewhere. Tim Holtz tissue. I need to get a new glue book out. Mine is about done. You know me, you gotta have a number on there somewhere. Can't let it go without that. Well, that was a mess. I'll fix that later. All right, some stamps would also be good. I mean, there's loads of things you could do. You could use fabric. You could use all sorts of cool things. Put some of these on her. Yes. She has spots. She's a fairy with spots. I think I'll have to glue her hair down so that it doesn't grab onto the pocket and stuff. Although it might look kind of cute hanging over the pocket. I don't know, we'll see. I think my ink pad is croaking. I just got this one not that long ago, but I have this really bad habit of sometimes leaving them hanging open. I don't know why I do that. I like the dots in her hair. I just don't want to get them like on her face. Yeah, that's cute. My crazy piece of plastic. It kind of went into the embossing more than even making the mark. It's crazy. Made it on that. This just adds the tiniest, littlest, I don't know, something. I don't want to get it on her face. But I love it. I just love the little something that it adds. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to, let me see. I'm debating on the hair. She fit in there. So I like doing this art journal because I can try things, and then if I like it, I could use it in a journal, which I would definitely use that in a journal. But it's just fun to try it because sometimes you're like, I don't even know if this is going to work, which is the way I sort of felt about this today. But I think it works, and I think I am going to leave her hair unglued. She can tuck right in there, and yeah, I really like that. I think it's fun, and like I said, I may color this a little bit. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, if you like the stencil or the fairy, she's in the Funky Art Dolls, and the stencil comes with, this one comes with a daisy. It's at mycraftycatusa.com. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that you come visit me, even if you just come, you know, check it out and see what I got going on over there. It would be fun. And if you have a convo or want to chat with me, just go ahead and do that, because that's there as well. Just come surf around in there and see if you like it. So we will chat again tomorrow. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and take care, stay healthy, stay out of the smoke if you're in smoky areas, and or flooding, or I mean, really, it's just been one thing after another. So, but I love you guys. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.